Okay, so when Randall and I met, he had an interview question for me, and the question was, have you ever grown a tomato? And my answer was, I've never even grown a plant.
I have been in a relationship where the person I was with didn't want anything to do with plants, and I knew that I wouldn't be happy in a relationship like that. So I had to make that a priority for whoever I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Has to at least be open to the idea. And so when we had the interview questions, Mechelle failed. But that wasn't the deciding factor.
Obviously.
She has fully embraced the whole country living lifestyle.
So here's the thing. I was a businesswoman for many years. Wore suits, carried a briefcase, went to board meetings, conferences, you name it, the whole 9 yards. And I would come home and I wouldn't really cook. I was more of, I'd stop and pick something up and bring it home, and I didn't really have time to grow stuff. I was a city girl, not, a country girl.
20 years in the Navy, I have lived a lot of my life not eating fresh vegetables. And I grew up having a garden as a kid. Yeah, I was one of those weird kids that would have a garden and look at seed catalogs and dream about this nice garden and been able to grow all my own food. So that was important to me. And I just got tired of eating the pizza and the burgers.
Don't get the bad stuff I'm tossing out now.
What she's calling bad stuff is
It's bad.
A little brown
It's
spot,
bad.
and we don't want that.
Yeah.
So we're tossing out little pieces that don't look too good. We had some nice, beautiful broccoli harvest this year, and this is one of the heads. Now look at that. Look at that head, how beautiful that is. See that dark spot right there in the middle? We needed to have picked this broccoli 3 or 4 days before we did, but we were out of town and we weren't able to get to it. But we're getting to it now. We did half of this harvest last night, which had this whole thing just piled up with broccoli heads. So we figured while we were doing this, we would bring you guys along, kind of to show you what we do to put up our broccoli. Every year we try to grow broccoli, and for the last 2 years it's really been an epic fail because the type of broccoli we were growing was the Watham 29 broccoli, and it didn't do very good. It had little small heads. Heads were probably about that size at the biggest, and really disappointed, so I decided we were going to go with hybrids.
So anyways, back to what I was saying. So here I hadn't grown anything. I've never been around chickens. I didn't know what I was doing, but the one great thing about me is I don't have any fear. I was excited to try new things. Just jump in there and let's do it.
I'd say one of the driving factors for you embracing this country life is quality of food that we're growing.
Right.
There's a lot of waste on this one.
Yeah, we'll just feed it to the goats.
Well, nothing goes to waste.
Yeah. I am embracing this kind of lifestyle. I hung up my briefcase. Do I miss it? No.
That's like when people ask me if I miss the Navy. Not really.
Yeah. I've been there, done that. The type of sales, as an account executive, I was selling TV commercials, and it's a rat race, and it's really kind of a young woman's job. It's a lot of stress, a lot of time. I would just, after 5 o'clock, I would go pick Maya up at the daycare and then go home, and not go home, go back to work and make a pallet underneath my desk and let her sleep underneath my desk and work, and we pick something up to eat. Again, I never really wasn't into cooking. I really wasn't into cooking.
Had to pay the bills.
Yeah, well, and it was a good job. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it while I was doing it. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people.
The thrill of getting the sale was pretty good too.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically,
This
whenever
is like
you're
not good.
harvesting your broccoli, we're just cutting the florets off. So wherever the florets in the main stalk join, just take our knife and go in there. I'm using a razor blade, Michelle's using a knife. And we just cut those florets right off of that. Take that little tough stalk off of there.
And this is our third harvest.
We've got so much broccoli this year. We've planted 34 plants, I think is what we ended up with after some died. And we're supposed to have freeze coming up in the next couple of days down to the 20s. We didn't want to lose everything, so we picked everything that was out there. And we still got cauliflower. It's the first time we've had real cauliflower.
It's supposed to snow for Christmas, so
There's a chance.
we're pretty excited.
There's a chance. You're right, that whole thing is just,
Yeah, we'll just give that to the goats.
goats probably won't even eat that. They're picky.
Nope, they'll eat it.
They'll eat it if you hold it up there.
If you hold it up, they'll eat it.
The bugs really didn't bother our harvest this year. We went all the way through this. Well, processed half of it last night.
Look what I found. As you say
Yep.
that,
There he is. Put him right there.
what do I always say to you?
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
All right, this is me, not jinx it.
Man, this is beautiful broccoli.
It really is. It should last us an entire year.
Yeah. We have not had a lot of luck growing the broccoli in the spring at least. And I think now our thing is going to be in the fall.
Fall broccoli.
And tomatoes. Grow the tomatoes in the fall too. Because
Yeah,
we
they
really,
turned out good.
right?
But we planted Marathon and Green Magic, just in case anybody want to know what variety we decided to go with. If you watch our garden tour videos that we've done in the past, we mentioned it in those videos also.
The
But,
broccoli is really easy to put up. See? Wiggling out.
Got one in there.
Yeah, see them down in there?
It'll come out when he gets that hot water for sure. Yep.
Get him. Ugh.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, broccoli's very easy to put up. I still have to learn on the canning, so that'll be another video. There's a
Half a worm.
half a worm. I think I cut the other half in.
All right.
Yep, there's
I've got a
another one.
batch here that's ready to
Another
go
one.
into the blanch water for blanch.
Okay.
And we're gonna bring you guys along and show you what we're doing over there in the kitchen. I've already have my pressure cooker or my canner has water and it's on the stove and it's coming to a boil. And we're just gonna drop this in there on that hot water for about 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and head on over there. So the water's not at a rolling boil. We don't want to cook it. The water's not at a rolling boil. We don't want to cook it. We just want to stop the growing process. So we dump it in there on that hot water. And I'll take my slotted spoon, just press it under the water.
Yeah, I see a bad one.
That's not good.
I can cut that one.
Probably one of the ones I picked up for them.
Mm-hmm.
So So if you're just stirring the broccoli around in the pot, and if there's any kind of bugs in there, the imported cabbage moth caterpillars, if there's any that are hid inside the broccoli heads, they'll float to the top, and you just scoop them out. But we don't see any.
So how long do you leave it in here
For about 3 minutes. So it's already probably
So
a minute and a
5,
half or so.
for? 51.
Just keep it punched down under the water.
Right. So now we get baking trays out.
No,
And
yeah, take it out.
we gotta take it out and rinse it. Okay,
Just
straight.
set it right here. Sit it right
Okay.
here. And we'll just let it move over into the.
Yeah, we don't have a bigger ladle.
Yeah, too bad we don't have a big straining pot. Split the whole pot up at one time.
Right. That would be nice,
That'd
maybe
be really beneficial.
on the wish list.
Yeah, if you're doing peas and beans and stuff like that, something you have to sit there, scoop.
Right.
It's easier to just do it in something. My grandmother used to use a cloth bag. She would put all of her peas and beans inside of a cotton cloth bag, and then she would blanch them. And then when she was done, she would take the entire bag out, unknot the bag, and then dump them over and rinse them in cool water.
You didn't see that.
It's okay, it's fine.
I can definitely tell which broccoli is whose.
I'm in the get her done phase.
Yeah, with
Big
all
clumps.
the bad spots still left on it. Mine's all pristine and perfect.
Now see how big these heads are? I'm the one that probably did that. So what we'll do is we'll.
Yeah,
put
that
them
was your
on-
goal.
Yeah,
That one over there is mine.
that's right. So when you get the big heads, you don't wanna eat something like that. So what we do, we put them on a cookie sheet, then we'll go through and we'll just kind of divide those up and break them off,
Or you can cut them beforehand.
which will be the easiest thing.
Yeah.
All right, got everything?
Nope.
Almost.
Still scooping. So what's the next? We rinse it?
Cool it down.
Cool water?
Yeah, we gotta put it on a cool water just to stop the cooking process now.
Okay. Alright, almost. Last 2. That one's bad. There. Okay. Done ski with that. Okay.
And spray it with water, not forcefully, but just
Right.
cool it off. There.
Oh, it smells like broccoli.
Reminds me of a story I read one time. There was a lady that lived in the Bronx, and she had the police knock on her door one time. They were looking for a dead body, and a neighbor had reported that it kept smelling this decomposing smell, and they didn't know what it was, and so they called the authorities, and the authorities looked, and they looked all these adjacent apartments all around. They smelled it. Every one of them smelled it. They couldn't find the dead body. And so they knocked on the one woman's door, and she was inside cooking collards.
Oh, funny. Yeah, there you go.
All right, they're nice and cool. So
Yeah.
we can go ahead and put them on the cookie sheet now. So we told you last night, we started the process of putting up broccoli. And so this is what we processed last night. Generally, whenever you're doing broccoli, you just want to flash freeze it for 2 or 3 hours in the freezer and pull it out and put it into bags. So with our busy schedule, here we are over 24 hours later, finally getting around to bagging it up and processing the next batch of broccoli. Now the benefit of doing it like this is when you get ready to cook it, you can just pour it right out into your pot.
Yep. So, did you tell him it was my mom's idea?
Yep.
Okay. So whenever, my mom did grow up on a farm, and whenever it was time for us to put up broccoli, we were actually going to kind of look it up and see together how to do it. But my mom said, no, after you blanch it and you cool it off, you take and you put it out on these cookie trays, and then stick it in the freezer and let it freeze, called flash freeze. And then the next day you can take it out and put it in a bag, and there you go. Voila. Broccoli. For a year.
It works wonderful.
Yep. So that's how we do it. That's probably it.
And it works wonderful. Keeps like that for an entire year. If it lasts that long.
Right. We eat a lot of broccoli. Here. I like to steam it and put a little bit of vegetable seasoning on it, and that's it. Oh.
Set him off to the side.
Yeah. 5-second rule off the camera. Anyways, we don't really like cheese on it or butter. It's not,
Speaking for herself, I don't like cheese.
yeah, well, he don't get cheese on it. When you melt cheese, it changes the nutritional value of the cheese. It's no longer good for you.
Okay.
So
That's two gallon-sized bags. Two trays down, 3 more to go.
now I don't want cheese haters to send me a bunch of texts and emails saying, "Oh, quit
Cheese
bashing
lovers.
on cheese."
Cheese lovers?
I love cheese. Yeah.
She does love cheese. Bring it over.
It's just better for you whenever it's not cooked. Raw cheese. But I like to have it in a stir fry. I like to put it in with other vegetables and bake it. I like to put it in my vegetable spaghetti. We love broccoli.
Yeah, that's why we grew so much of it. And if the freeze don't take the plants out, we'll probably get a bigger harvest because these plants are really producing a lot. I've just been blown away at how productive these varieties are.
You got that one? So yeah, this being our third harvest, we've already got tons of bags in the freezer. I think there's like 8 bags already in the freezer.
Wow, gallon-sized bags.
Yeah. So I think this was definitely a good year for broccoli. Let us know how your broccoli did, you know.
Our tomatoes were horrible this year, but our fall tomatoes were wonderful.
Let me know how you like to cook your broccoli. Hopefully you give me some ideas, nutritional ideas.
Drown it in cheese.
No. Maya likes chicken fettuccine alfredo with broccoli. Did you suck the hair out of the bag?
No, I was lucky to even close the bag.
Right. All right. Have room? All right, I'm gonna start putting the broccoli out on this one then.
Okay. And then I'll take these bags to the freezer. I'm not sure it'll all fit in. It's not.
Go ahead and open one because, you know, we'll definitely add to it after this freezes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll start with that half.
It'll go. It'll
Full.
fit.
Okay.
Make it take it.
Make it take it, baby. I think this is plenty. You gotta try not to put too much broccoli on the tray.
You don't want to freeze together.
Yeah,
You want to make sure it's well drained so you don't have a puddle
There
of
you go.
water that's sitting in.
that's right.
All right, here we go.
That one's ready.
So this is 5 more bags in the freezer.
It's 6:06. Broccoli's going in. And then I guess tomorrow night we can take the broccoli out or go out to the freezer and show how many bags of broccoli after we bag it up that we got for the season.
So far in the season.
Right,
We don't even know if the season's over.
right. So far what we got for the season. All right, guys, so this is basically the steps. Cut the broccoli, blanch it 3 minutes, take it out, put it in cool water, and then take it off from the cool water and make sure you shake so it can drain. And then you put it in a cookie sheet, stick it out in the freezer. You don't have to cover it, just stick it in the freezer. It's only going to be in there for 24 hours. And then you pull it out and bag it up, and then you've got broccoli.
Clip.
Let's go check out how much broccoli we got.
Introduce it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, to our amazement, we had no idea that we have 21-gallon bags of broccoli in the freezer. And this, we're not even sure the season's all the way over yet. If the freeze don't knock our plants all the way back, we may get a whole nother round of harvest from our broccoli. They're looking great. Got down to 28 degrees last night. They're unaffected. These plants, Marathon and Green Magic, have really outperformed anything that we've had in the past. This is the breed that, or this is the variety
Yes.
that we're going to do from now on. So good, tender, lots of shoots. We got just as much from our side shoots that we did from the heads of broccoli that the plants first put out. And I walked out there this morning and there's still little side shoots coming back. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along and seeing this right along with us. Absolutely blown away. Anything you want to say?
Don't forget to hit the like and the share and subscribe.
All right.
And remember,
keep growing,
keep building.
and always,
Always
keep
keep
adventuring.
adventuring.
And together,
Together, we're
Flaunt and famous. We'll see you next time.